practicum for algorithm and programming course, and also have experience as a freelancer game developer. So, Kak Vedran, let me introduce yourself.
Okay, hello, my name is Vedran Yanto. I'm as game developer going to share my experience to my junior so they can take my advice for being game developer.
Start from
Introduction.
So I'm gonna start for the first question. So, what was your personal experience like when you were trying to break into the field? And what do you think made your application or interview stand out?
I think my project is going to fail at the beginning because I feel I have no faith in my project. But as I'm starting to working in, my project is starting to get better and I start to get hope on my project. So it has become my inspiration to keep going like that.
What does recording apply for you in your current role, and if you could return your primary responsibility, what takes most of your focus?
As freelancer, my daily life is just like normal people, but I usually spend my time to focus on my game, on my project. For my primary focus, I usually focus on bugs rather than adding a feature because bug is annoying and we don't want any player suffer from the bugs in my game. Like that.
What do you do when everything seems like go too wrong, like your project is fail, like that?
I'm going to make that. I'm going to make that project aside, and then we are going to think of a new game idea, and we're going to start over new fresh idea, and then I'm going to start working it out.
So from a zero game.
Yes.
What is your strategy when solving a difficult problem?
My strategy for solving a problem, I usually brainstorm with artificial intelligence. If it fails, I'm going to ask an expert to help. By then, I'm going to solve the problem by my own, see if I can solve it before I ask for expert for help.
Every workplace, especially university, has its own vibe. How would you describe the work culture at your current workplace?
So, as freelancer, solo developer,
Are you placed in home? Or
yes, of course. As solo developer, I work from home. My workplace is like usually. I'm so very comfortable working in my house alone without any disturbance from outside. That's why I prefer working inside the place. It's very comfortable. I can set my own time, like when I do my project, I can settle it by my own, like that.
Okay. Describe a situation where you made a mistake. What happened next?
If I make a major mistake, I'm going to step over the failed project, and then I'm going to take a new inspiration. I'm going to look up for a new game idea. I'm going to draw because drawing we can take inspiration from drawing, or like if we take an example, we draw an animal. From there we can imagine like an idle game or pet show off simulator or something like that. From drawing we can simply take inspiration and then we take that inspiration into a next project.
So are you like a drawing?
Yes.
As the idea?
Yes, I do like drawing. When I'm bored of developing a game, I usually draw to get an inspiration and motivation to continue my project.
So that's all the interview, and thank you, Kak Vedran, for your time as a speaker.
Yes.
So that's the end. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
after the interview session with Kak Petra, so we make a conclusion. So starting from the Stephanie, what's your conclusion about this interview?
Okay, the conclusion is I can conclude that strategy in solving difficult problem is to stay calm, analyze the problem, and find solutions step by step. And then communication and teamwork are also important to help solve the problem more effectively.
Okay, the conclusion for me, I come to is that when everything seems going to be wrong, he takes a moment to calm down and accept the situation and focus only the small things that you can control at the moment.
Okay. From the interview, I conclude that Kabetrans work culture is quite flexible and supportive because the job is mostly done remotely from home. The working hours can be managed more efficiently and flexible. Even so, responsibility, communication, and teamwork still play an important role in completing the task. Overall, the work environment seems modern, adaptive, and able to support a better work-life balance.
Okay, my conclusion is I learned how the game development process is creating by game developers, starting from creating concept, design, coding until the testing stage before the game is released. I also learned how they handle bugs or problems by finding the cause and fixing them so the game can run properly.
Okay, from the interview, I can conclude the Kak Betran experience in entering the field was challenging but valuable, like preparation, confidence, and good communications help make the application and interview stand out.
The lesson learned from that mistake is that I need to be more careful and responsible. After making the mistake, I apologized, tried to fix the problem. I worked harder to complete the test.
Okay, and the last, then the interview portrays the reality of independent game development as a balance between technical discipline, debugging and as AI assist problem solving, and creative flexibility. And Kak Petra advised to his junior centers on the importance of persistence through initial failure and the necessity of finding external creativity outlets like a drawing to maintain professional motivation.